Hey everyone, so this video I'm gonna say up front is more geared to my ladies who are interested in different birth control options, or you want to switch something up, or you just don't really know about your choices. So a few months ago, I would say maybe 9 months ago or so, this is when I was planning for my nomadic journey. I was previously on the pill for like 10 years, and I didn't really mind the pill. I didn't have any bad side effects from it. I initially got on the pill because I had an ovarian cyst when I was 19 and it ruptured and I had to go to the hospital, and it was horrible. So when I found out that the pill helped prevent ovarian cysts, I was like, this is an obvious thing for me. So it was honestly more for preventing ovarian cysts than sex in the beginning anyway, but I continued to stay on the pill for about 10 years. When I was planning to travel full time, I knew that I wanted something easier because I wasn't going to be able to just go to CVS once a month to pick up my pills, and I also don't have a deadline or a timeline on when or if I'm going back to the States. So I didn't know what that process would be like long term internationally, and I didn't want to get like a year or 2 years worth of pills, if that's even possible, because if I lose some, what am I gonna do? And it just takes up room. So I knew I wanted to do something else. So about 9 months ago, I asked a bunch of people. I actually asked my Instagram audience. I asked all the women, and they really came through with so many testimonials about different types of birth control they use or they've tried in the past and what their experience was like. So I mainly asked about the IUD. Oh, my phone is ringing. Okay. So I mostly asked about the IUD and the Nexplanon arm implant. Those were the two that I was very curious to know what people's experience was. I knew people personally going into asking that question who have tried the IUD, and I know that there has been mixed reviews on it across the board. Some people are like, this is great, I've been using this for 5 or 10 years and I haven't had any problem. I've been on this for 2 years and it's been great. There were other people that were like, girl, I had to get it out in like a year or 6 months because I was bleeding nonstop and I was in so much pain and it was just not working for me. So the reviews were super mixed on that, and same with Nexplanon. Honestly, there were less people that responded that had Nexplanon, but some of them had good experiences and some of them had not so good experiences. So after researching all of that, I still wanted to move forward with the plan to switch from the pill. The pill doesn't really bother me in the sense of like taking it every day. I know a lot of people are like, I hate taking the pill, like it's just so hard for me to take it every day. That's never been me. Like, I've missed a handful of pills and I just took to the next day over the course of 10 years. Like, me personally, I'm like, I'm an adult, I can just set an alarm and just take it at the same time every day. So it wasn't that big of an inconvenience when I was in one place. It was more so when I start traveling on a regular, I don't want to deal with this. So I need something that is more long-term. So I decided to go with the Nexplanon arm implant. And my reasoning for going with the Nexplanon arm implant was I can take pain in my arm like a champ, but I do not want to deal with getting something inserted into my uterus. Not for me. Like, I know some people are like, oh, it's not that bad. That's cool, girl, more power to you, but it ain't for me. So I'm like, okay, cool, I'll just take a little pain in my arm for a little bit, but we'll see how it goes. So I am now on about 4 months of having the Nexplanon arm implant, and my experience so far has been amazing, pretty much, and I'm hoping it stays that way. I'm manifesting that it stays that way. I got mine inserted in May 2020, and you know, a lot of people are like, oh, it doesn't really hurt, you know, you don't really feel it. Well, first of all, that's a lie. You're gonna feel a needle going into your arm, so keeping it 100, you do feel it. And yes, it hurts for like 10 seconds, but after that it's fine. My arm was sore for a few days afterwards, but other than that, like, it doesn't bother me. I don't feel it in my day-to-day activity. It doesn't bother me when I work out. I've played tennis and it hasn't bothered me in tennis, so I really don't even think about it. There's no scarring. My arm was a little bruised after like the first few days, which makes sense because you're getting something in your arm, but other than that, it was fine. And if you don't know what the process is like, basically they just take a needle and they numb your not forearm, tricep, your tricep right here, and I believe like inserting the numbing liquid in there, that was probably in my arm for like 5-6 seconds. And then after that, they actually take the little Nexplanon stick and they put in this little thing, and then that goes into your arm for another 5-6 seconds, something like that. And after that, it's over and done with. I'll just go back in 3 years and get it out. For the first 3 weeks, I didn't have a period or any spotting or anything like that at all. Then after like 3 weeks, I did spot for about 10 days straight, which I was a little worried about because the doctor did warn me that some people, you know, everyone responds differently to it. Some people don't have a period at all, and then some people will spot nonstop for the entire 3 years. So I was trying to channel as much positive energy as possible and like having positive thoughts, because I was like, I do not want to be that girl who was spotting for 3 years straight. Like, not what I'm looking forward to at all. So I was spotting for 10 days and I was wondering when that was gonna stop, and it stopped for 2 days. I celebrated, got a little too cocky, and then started spotting again for like another 2 to 3 days. And then after that, I've had absolutely nothing. I haven't had a period, and it's been 3 months since then. So I haven't had a period in 3 months, and I haven't had any spotting in 3 months. I haven't experienced any weight gain. I was about to say yet, but I don't even want to channel that. I haven't experienced any weight gain, period. So that's that. And it's still early on, so I'm happy to give another update, maybe at like the 1 year mark, to see if anyone is interested in if it changes over time. But honestly, so far so good, and I think it's just perfect for my lifestyle, being on the road, not having to worry about keeping up with a bunch of pills every single month. And I think it was the perfect decision for me. Obviously, this is my personal experience. I have no idea what your experience will be like if you were to get one. It could be better than mine, it could be worse, it could be the same, who knows? It's different for everyone. But I'm very happy with my decision, so I'll keep you guys in the know if anything changes, but it's been pretty good so far.